Hello everybody, welcome to Monarch. My name is Sam. If I asked you how you were doing today, I hope that you'd say you're feeling good. And definitely not hungover from the Halloween weekend that's just passed. Today's video is going to be a bit more serious than our usual topics on this channel, and it's arguably the most important video I've made so far. It's how to know if you've been spiked. I mean, you read the title, so... Let's start off by explaining what being spiked means, shall we? So, spiking in this context refers to being given a substance without your knowledge. Usually this is just by it being put into your drink, but there are other ways that we might go into in a future video, but this one is specifically about your drink, okay? The substance added can be alcohol, legal drugs, or even illegal drugs. With that foreknow out of the way, we're going to be breaking this video up into 3 sections. So firstly, it's how to notice if your drink has been spiked. Secondly, it's how to notice if you've been spiked. And lastly, it's what you should do if you think you've been spiked. So, let's move on to how to notice if your drink has been spiked first. So the things to look out for when regarding your drink being spiked is fizzing when your drink shouldn't be, as in are there extra bubbles than would normally be in the drink. Your drink becoming foggy or cloudy, think cloudy lemonade, but you didn't order cloudy lemonade. Small solids like pills still inside the drink. If they've just been put in, they might not have fully dissolved, so look out for actual solids still in there. The ice begins to sink in the glass rather than float. I don't know why that is, but when researching for this video, that's one of the things that came up, so that's something to look out for. And the drink begins to change colour, so if you've got like pink lemonade and it becomes brown lemonade or something, that's something you should look out for, obviously. The next topic we're going to look at is how to know if you've been spiked. So these are the most common symptoms of being spiked. Obviously, considering how many different ways you could be spiked, there's many different symptoms, but again, these are just the most common ones. So there's getting drunk more quickly than normal. So if you're usually a bit of a heavyweight, you can hold your drink, and suddenly you've had one drink and now you're feeling really drunk, you've possibly been spiked. Losing your balance randomly, if you're suddenly falling over all over the place. Obviously a lot of these could just be you're drunk, so which is why it's very hard to tell, which is why it's important to be giving out this sort of information. Having abnormal visual problems, if you suddenly can't see straight, or your vision's gone really cloudy, that's not good. If you're feeling suddenly nauseous, like you're going to be sick, and then subsequently being sick, both very bad, obviously. Arguably the worst one on here, falling unconscious, which is like scarily one of the more common ones because of the types of substances people tend to put in drinks when spiking. So that's one you definitely need to look out for. Having hallucinations, which doesn't sound very fun. Obviously none of these are good at all. Being suddenly very paranoid, and sudden feelings of tiredness. So if you're wide awake, you have a drink, and then suddenly you feel like you're just going to fall asleep there and then. Not good. And finally, let's move on to what to do if you think you've been spiked. So firstly, tell someone you trust. Hopefully you're already out with a friend you can trust, because you just shouldn't go clubbing on your own. So if you are, let them know. If not, call someone on your phone, or my next point, tell a member of staff at the bar or club you're in. Sorry. This can be either the bartender, bouncer, or just anyone that works there, but make sure someone that actually works there knows as well. Preferably you'd have your trusted friend there with you, but if not, you can just go to the bar staff on your own. Give your trusted individual regular updates on your symptoms, all of those ones that I've just listed and more, obviously. This means that they'll be able to call you an ambulance if they feel like you need to. Don't drink anymore. Try to sober up a bit. Stay away from any more alcohol. Maybe get a glass of water. Sip slowly. Do not down a glass of water when you're trying to sober up. And do not go home alone. This is the most important one. But also don't leave with anyone other than your trusted individual. Or an ambulance if it's that serious that one needs to be called. Obviously you can trust a paramedic. So yeah, don't go home alone, but don't leave without someone you can trust. And with that, thank you for watching. I know this video is very different in tone to our usual ones, but my sister gave me the idea, and I thought it would be very important and helpful to anyone out there who goes out drinking and clubbing regularly. So please say thank you, Chloe, in the comments, and be sure to share this video with people that you think might be at risk. That's not me begging for more views or anything, that's just me wanting to get the information out there, to be more available to those who need it. So with that, I'll see you in next week's video for a more light-hearted topic. So until next time, remember, stay safe.